keep trying. I need to work on that timer. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's fine. Hey, guys. How's everybody doing? It's September 30th, 2021. This is episode 81 of the Big Promo Cast. And happy International Podcast Day to you.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep. I'm going to talk about so many merch drops going on. It's crazy. Also, National Coffee Day is tomorrow. Go ahead.
I'm going to talk about Coca-Cola's first campaign since 2016. AMC Theaters is doing something interesting, something they've never done before.
All right.
And September is Deaf Awareness Month. Did you know that?
Oh, the last day of the month. Here you are with these month things again. It's the last day. We're going to kick it off, y'all.
Welcome to the Big Promo Cast with Amber and Rich. In this podcast, Amber and Rich discuss the world of marketing, branding, and promotional products. Now, here's Amber and Rich.
Yep, International Podcast Day.
Awesome.
I just found out about it like 5 minutes before we went on. I said, oh, let's talk about that. But I don't really have anything to say about it, except use the hashtag International Podcast Day when you're sharing your favorite podcast with your friends and whatever.
Awesome.
And when you're sharing this one, hint, hint,
yes,
that would be cool. We're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and everywhere podcast getting is got, as our friend Doc Rock says. But anyway, that's all I have about that. How was your week so far?
It's been busy. I took 3 days off of work, and I was still super busy.
PTO, that's the way it goes. Well, I'm glad to have you back because I've been covered up like busier than a one-armed man in a rowboat, as they say. You want to start this?
Sure.
Well, start it.
All right. So Coca-Cola is doing their first campaign since 2016. It is called, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's called the Real Magic campaign. And
wait, first global marketing campaign. I know they didn't stop advertising for 6 years or 5 years, whatever. Okay.
But it's called the Real Magic campaign.
All right.
And can you play that video?
Oh, I wish I'd have known. Yeah. It might not play over here, but let me try it. Let me blast into here and see if it'll play without too much angst. 2 minutes. You want to keep playing that?
Oh, no. Basically, he takes the Coke and the orc starts helping other people. I guess the Coke gives him a change of heart.
Makes him feel good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You seen this?
Oh, shit.
They're just putting down a weapon.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it says we are one Coke away from each other.
Did you you watched this whole thing, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't mind giving 2 minutes to Coke. Heck, we gave 2 minutes to Pepsi 2 weeks ago and got shut down because of Doja Cat. We didn't get shut down. We just got demonetized or whatever, but that's fine. Doesn't make any difference. Well, good for them. I like that. Teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
Yeah. And so they've partnered with a bunch of gamers, like popular gamers,
Right.
and they've partnered with Twitch as well.
That's the way to do it. That's where the gamers are.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Well, good for Coke. All right. I don't have anything to add to that, but I like Coke. I like Coke better than Pepsi.
I'm.
That's right. You don't do sodas. Oh yeah,
No,
you do. You do
I
sodas
do.
like Lite.
I do. I'm just. I'm not one of those people that has a particular favorite between Coke and Pepsi. Like most people are like hardcore. They like either Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them both.
Well, we've talked about Lisa's cousin that drinks Dr. Pepper that always has a Dr. Pepper in her hand.
Yeah.
Always. From the get. In the morning, has it open. She finishes one. Oh, gets another one. Carries it around.
That's
like,
crazy.
Like oxygen to her. Anyway. I mentioned that it is International Podcast Day, September 30th. I didn't know about it until about 10:50 or 10:45. International celebration of the power of podcasts. I mean, I like podcasts, but I don't know. I mean, they're good. But, audiobooks, radio. I mean, I listen to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
What are your favorite podcasts?
So I'm not a huge podcast person, mostly because I'm not an auditory learner.
Yeah.
So when I hear stuff, it's hard for me to retain it.
Yeah.
But there is, I wish I could remember his name. But there's a guy who does YouTube, I think he does them on YouTube, but it's a podcast.
Yeah.
And he takes movies and TV shows that
Mhm.
are sci-fi.
Yeah.
And breaks down why the science doesn't work that way.
How funny.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, my husband listens to him.
That's pretty cool. There's I don't know if it's a podcast, but I saw a video on Facebook. It might be a podcast where they were they were ruining sitcoms because of the math. And they figured out if you go back to the Cosby Show with Cliff and Claire Huxtable, and like one episode he turned 50 and one episode she turned 46. So they figured out what their ages were, and based on the years of the show, they found out that he was trolling her when he was 21 years old and she was 12. if you actually did it, and he went to a certain college, he groomed her to go to this college that he went to because it's some kind of weird situation. It was pretty funny, but it was all based on the math of the announced. Like there was another one about Friends where they said, how did Phoebe had triplets for her brother in about 6 months. It was pretty funny. One of my favorite podcasts is called SmartLess.
All right.
Which is Will Arnett and Jason Bateman from Arrested Development, and the guy Jack something from Will and Grace. Oh, I forget his name. Anyway, he's awesome. But all three of them together, and they will bring a surprise guest on. One of them brings a guest, and the other two don't know who it is.
Okay.
And then they all of a sudden have to spring stuff on them. It's really funny.
Nice.
Like they've had Jon Stewart, they've had Springsteen, I don't know if it's Springsteen, but they've had all kinds of crazy people that you'd say, wow, who the heck knew? So anyway, SmartLess is a good one. And then shout out to Sinisterhood, my buddies from the Comedy House, Heather McKinney and Christy Wallace it's not true crime, but it's kind of true crime. They do all kinds of mystery stuff, Lady of the Lake,
Cool.
legends, that kind of stuff. And they've actually got to where now they're represented by some big agent, and they've got millions of followers, not millions, maybe they have thousands of followers, but yeah, they've done really well with it. So anyway, good for them. So anyway, podcast day. Find your favorite podcast and share it out to the world. That's all I know about that.
All right. So AMC Theaters is launching their first ever TV ads.
Okay.
And they're actually starring Nicole Kidman.
Why is that weird? Or why you act like you're surprised by that?
Well, I haven't really seen Nicole Kidman in a lot lately.
You haven't?
No.
Oh, I thought she was in. I think she's been in. Well, maybe not this past year because of COVID, but
Yeah.
she's. Well, okay, good. Well, she got a gig then. There you go.
But the pandemic has caused AMC to have to kind of shift what they're doing.
Dude, I thought they were
obviously.
going to go out of business.
Yeah.
I mean, for a while it was looking bad for a lot of places. Like I think Alamo filed for bankruptcy here, our local place.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I don't think they're local anymore. I think they're nationwide, but I think they filed for bankruptcy. even though they're still open. But anyway.
But they're having to kind of shift what they're doing. They've gotten into a lot of other things going on with them. And they're actually looking at including sporting events and pre-recorded concerts in their theaters.
That might be cool. You know, I like the movies now. I haven't been to a movie in a year, at least or two, but I don't know why we never go. We just don't. But the experience is fantastic. Mm-hmm. The big cushy chairs and bringing you dinner and all that stuff. It's really a lot better than it used to be. So.
Yeah.
So I like the movies, and I hope they stick around. Or I hope the theaters stick around.
Yeah.
I've been to a few, not live events, but screenings with Q&As and things like that, and where the people that made the movie are there or whatever, like film festivals and stuff. Those are fun. But again, face-to-face interaction, dude, it's on hold for me for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know anything else about that. Do you?
Nope.
What else was I going to talk about? Sorry, y'all. How about some? I guess all I have is these. Well, I don't. Here's a good one. Stop. Why is this thing showing up? Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to show. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm kind of screwed up here. Miller Lite has released the Timeless Collection, which is 6 luxury rings with diamonds and sapphires and stuff. And they all have some kind of computer chip in them. So when you bring them all together in the same spot, they're electronically, like something happens.
What the?
And you win $10,000. I'm sorry, you win a lifetime supply of Miller Lite, which is worth $10,000.
Wow.
I'm gonna play their ad now.
You could search the ends of the earth and never find a bond so pure. An enduring devotion so brilliant it will burn for 1 billion halftimes and never fade.
They just want you to embrace your friends and watch football.
1,000 shared chicken wings, 1 million shared memories. And no other crew you'd rather spend the rest of your Miller time with. Now, celebrate the return of watching football together in the same room with the Miller Timeless Collection. 6 precious rings with beauty to immortalize your love for each other and computer chips to unlock free Miller Lite for life. Commit to your crew for the rest of eternity with the Miller Timeless Collection.
So that's that.
Wow.
But if you've got a couple of friends, or 6 friends, or 5 friends,
Yeah.
that's what it would have to be. 5 friends, you can sign. You go to the Instagram and you jump through this hoop and that hoop, whatever, and you get signed up, and everybody gets a ring.
Wow.
I don't know, like if 6 different people across the country win it, because you're supposed to enter as a group, like post a picture of your friends watching football or all together in the same room. So I don't know how it works, but if you're into Miller Lite and you want a fancy ring and you want free beer for life, you should check it out. Miller Lite whatever. You'll figure it out somewhere. I'll probably put a link somewhere. Anyway, I mean, I like Miller Lite, but I don't know if I like it enough to take a bunch of pictures and post a bunch of crap, but who knows? Maybe I will. That's all I have for that one.
All right. So, did you know that I know American Sign Language?
We've talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, for those who don't know, I have a friend who's extremely hard of hearing. And so I learned ASL when I was in high school.
Okay.
Well, this is Deaf Awareness Month, and I know I'm late. Don't give me crap for it. But
We talked about you in sign language because I was surprised that sign language is not universal. American is different than English, or that's different than German, or that's different from Icelandic. It doesn't make any sense. It ought to be its own language in general. To me, it ought to be.
Well,
like it should be universal. Everybody has a phone. Everybody knows what the word for phone is. Whatever the symbol is for phone, it ought to be the same across everything. It's odd that it's now maybe with the way verbs stack up and all that kind of stuff, sentence structure and things like that. Maybe that's different.
Yeah.
But anyway, we did have this discussion before. So
okay.
anyway.
So September is Deaf Awareness Month, and
And you're late. Yeah, you said that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Anyway.
And so I wanted to talk about deaf candidates for like job candidates.
Okay.
Because there are a lot of companies out there who are not as well versed in how to work with deaf candidates. So I've got some tips for you if you want to improve the process for deaf candidates.
Okay.
The first one is use video conferencing that has the best captioning.
Okay.
So, like, if you're doing a video conference call for an interview, Zoom actually has some of the best captioning.
Oh, you're right.
on
I
there.
do remember seeing Zoom has captioning built in. It works pretty good.
And, like, it's one of the best out there.
Huh. That's weird because Zoom is not the best at a lot of things. So it's awesome.
The next thing is to train your interviewers. You have to be prepared for like a moment of silence as the individual is like kind of taking everything in and having to process and then having to like translate almost.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to be patient with them.
Huh.
And then being proactive in offering interpreting services.
Wow.
So that way they don't have to ask for it.
Yeah.
Because that kind of shows that you're a little more,
Yeah.
friendly to the deaf community.
You mean like sign language interpreting?
Yeah, or you can do like if you're working remotely, having captioning going on or something like that.
Cool.
And then don't do rapid fire questions. Because, like I said,
quick response. Yeah.
yeah, because, they have to be able to process a little bit.
And maybe translate, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, you got to read a question off a screen and maybe it's written wrong or whatever because the captioning didn't work correctly and it says something funny.
Yep.
Yeah, that happens.
But a lot of people in the deaf community don't want to necessarily work strictly with other deaf people. Like they want to get out in the world and work with hearing people.
Yeah.
So it can be challenging because a lot of companies are not prepared for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. I'll bet they're not prepared for a lot of things because they don't realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Google is actually one of the best companies for deaf people to work at.
That doesn't surprise me. Google's pretty cutting edge as far as stuff like that goes.
Yeah. They've got all kinds of interpreting services and they actually like hire a lot of people in the deaf community.
They've got huge market cap and they got tons of money to throw at that stuff though, so it kind of works for them.
Yeah.
But for a smaller business, it would be tough to put a lot of that stuff in place. However, there's ways to do things that are not necessarily expensive. You just have to be cognizant, I guess.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Anything else?
So, no, that's all I got for that.
All right, I want to close that one. Do you have one more or do you not?
No.
I might save coffee day for later. Well, that would be stupid. Coffee day's tomorrow. Why would I save it for later? That's a quick and dirty one. Coffee day's tomorrow, so you can get a free coffee at Starbucks, Dunkin', Panera, Krispy Kreme. Oh, that was yesterday. Wait a minute. Did I miss it? I'm sorry, I'm late too. It's International Coffee Days tomorrow. Oh, shoot. Well, okay. Let's. I did miss it. Sorry, y'all. I'm going to close this one.
And he gives me crap about being late.
Okay, the rings. We did the rings. Merch-ageddon continues. That was my last one. This is going to incorporate our merch store of the week in about 5 different ones. A&W has a Cheddar weather line because they sell cheese curds. Have you been to an A&W root beer store before?
I have, but it's been years.
They make their own root beer, of course. I did not know they had cheese curds. Now they have these crazy expensive. Look at this. This is just a little bag that you could put your cheese curds in for $350.
What?
There's some
the
boots for
world?
$700.
Jeez.
A jacket for $500. Come on, A&W. Who's going to buy this? A hat for $120? Come on, man. A bandana for $50? I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. So Cheddar weather. And they have Do they have a video? No, I'm not even going to play it 'cause it's too much. I wonder if it's a hoax. Like,
Yeah.
do we have this stuff or do we really have it?
Yeah.
Sonny D and Oscar Mayer are getting into it. Sonny D's got beanies and shirts and caps. And Oscar Mayer's has some new stuff. Slippers, fanny packs. Who else? Arby's smoked sweats.
Wow.
It smells like smoked meat.
Oh my God.
Built into the thing. And it's not, they don't release these until Sunday. Whatever, 3 days and 23 hours, 4 days from now. I don't know. It's
That's crazy. That reminds me of the KFC Crocs that smelled like fried chicken.
There was somebody, they were talking about it, and they said that in Australia, KFC had some interesting Australia-only stuff. Like they had chicken-flavored surfboard wax.
What?
Chicken scented. So when you waxed your surfboard, it smelled like fried chicken.
What in the world?
Anyway, here's another one. Tim Hortons in Canada, eh? Or for our Canadian buddies. Tim Hortons is dropping some, that's for National Coffee Day too. Hoodies, sweatpants, travel mugs, all kinds of stuff. The one that I really like though is Whataburger. Whataburger's our local thing, and they're doing they're teaming up with Igloo because Yeti is a pain in the ass. Yeti, the brand of stainless tumbler. By the way, this is not a Yeti. This is called a Patriot. And Igloo, I mean, a bunch of people make them. So, but they're also doing stuff with Igloo. So Igloo is doing the fanny packs and the cooler, the little Playmate cooler. This is their store. Oh, I guess they still have a Yeti on there. But anyway, Whataburger's our local favorite here in Texas.
Yes.
So we're all about the Whataburger. We're all about the Whata store. So the Whata store is our official merch store of the week. In fact, what you can buy is Whataburger ketchup because people for some reason love the ketchup at Whataburger.
Yes.
It's so funny. And then where was the Igloo stuff? Oh yeah, so Igloo has these coolers. $50 for a cooler? That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a little one though. It's like holds 16 cans or something. I'm sorry, 16 quarts.
Yeah, 16.
30 cans. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, not bad. I'll take it back. 30 cans in a Whataburger. Oh, I might buy that. I got my dad one of those Yetis a while back, so for his he's a Whataburger nut. But anyway, that's all I have about that one.
Awesome.
What else you got?
So I have a shout out.
Oh, thank goodness.
I want to give a shout out to Brain Balance.
Brain Balance?
Yes.
Okay.
They are they have a program that basically helps kids that struggle with different stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do is they do this assessment on the kids to basically make sure that all the parts of the brain are functioning like they're supposed to at that age level.
Uh-huh.
And if they find an area that the kid is struggling in, then they do basically a holistic approach of exercises and activities and nutrition stuff to help them build that area of their brain up.
Is this a local thing or is it a website thing?
I think it's a national thing, but they've got
But do they evaluate the kids in person?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a local, like a store or whatever you go to in the office. Huh. Pretty cool. You got a website for them, probably?
brainbalance.com.
Okay, cool. I'll put that in the notes too. I'm going to give a shout out to a couple of our vendors.
All right.
Carol at Leeds, who has busted her hump getting our stuff out, which is cool. It's going to be in New Orleans today, I think. And also to Josh and Adam at Vault. They do badges. And so those guys killed it this week too. Got an order out in a big hurry for us. You know, I don't know. People just don't understand that you can't rush stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can. But anyway,
But it's been really difficult lately.
It's really difficult to get stuff it's just supply chain is a real thing, y'all. So Q1 starts tomorrow. So if you need something for Christmas, I mean, come on, man. You got to get it ordered. You got to get it in because we're not trying to hard sell you. I'm just saying you're going to be standing on the street corner saying, I don't have anything for you because you didn't order it in time. So, that's it. I mean, that's just the reality. So, and it's going to be going on like this till the next shoot till at least next summer. I mean, if you hadn't seen the news, there's like 60 or 70 boats out there in the middle of the middle of the Pacific waiting to unload because they can't get unloaded. Mm-hmm. They can't get unloaded because there's no drivers to take the stuff away from L.A. to the United States, and they can't get more stuff in because all the containers are sitting on these boats. It's a circle. It's a crazy circle.
Yeah, it's a freaking mess.
It's a freaking giant mess. But, we do what we can. So, anyway, if you're thinking about doing something, let's do it. That's all I have for this one.
How are we going to do the promo code?
Well, funny you should mention that. I have come up with a promo code, but I haven't put it on the site yet.
All right.
Do you want me to talk about the new one or the old one?
Yeah, the new one, because, the old one's only valid till today.
Well, if you order by the end of the day, the code is school, right?
Yes.
Autumn. Was it autumn or school? I think it was autumn.
Oh, it's autumn.
It's autumn. Okay, cool. So, end of the day, it's autumn. However, also try pumpkin. Because I'm going to change it to pumpkin. So
awesome.
That'll be effective from whenever I hang this up to the end of the month. To Halloween. Boo. Anyway. So pumpkin, 5% off any order, $400 or more.
Awesome.
You excited about Halloween?
Yeah,
okay. Your kids go out?
Sometimes they do.
Yeah,
Sometimes they don't.
Get everything.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're wearing a mask all the time, so that's good. All right, y'all. We're going to hang this one up.
All right. See you guys next Thursday.
Was this a good one or not?
Yeah.
I got to remember. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube, please give us a like and a subscribe or something like that. That would be cool. If you're on Facebook, give us a like. Follow us. If you don't like it, tell your friends. If you like it, tell your friends. And if you're on the podcast, we'd love a review. I think that's all the CTAs I have. Check. Yep, checked all the boxes. All right. Bye, y'all. We're hanging up.
Bye.
See ya.